to tonight's episode of The Plight of Phandalin. Where we last left off, our party was having a discussion while Blue looks horrified at a giant blue boy.
Spook made a noise, so I had to look over at what the noise was for.
It's helping you get in character for Kika by just stressing you the fuck out.
No, Kika looks at something like that and says friend. But besides the point, where we last left off, the party was having a discussion with the moon, which is an entirely normal discussion and a normal statement to make as a dungeon master for your party. Lore was given, bits were dropped, and eventually the party went to rest. During that rest time, Kika talked to the moon and got a little bit more information about herself, most specifically, and brought a friend into the world. Made a little star friend.
They're friend-shaped.
They are friend-shaped. From there, the party mounted up onto the back of a big old moon whale after a little bit more bouncing between them, and made their way finally to the city, town, the hamlet of Phandalin. Although it looked like a run-down and worn city from a distance, tired and damaged, battered and in disrepair, until the first portion of the whale moved through the barrier, and then the rest. And it broke through the illusionary barrier to see Phandalin, a wonderfully beautiful and vibrant place, large and well built. And why don't I throw you all right on over to that map as we come in? You would be arriving from the northwest of the map itself, and I'll describe little bits as you go. Firstly, there is the provision store of Barathian, which is now much larger than it had been in the time of... Because, for those who don't know, this is the major hamlet and rest point for the party who happen to be doing the Lost Mines of Phandalin. Phandalin being built right atop it. There are many individual places there, but this is included but not limited to. Let me just get that map one more time just for my own reference, so I'm not losing it.
I forgot that we have all these streamers because we made a party here.
Yeah, we had a party.
Oh, I was actually saying here, like, was this us? I can't remember.
Yes. Yeah, no, this is literally all of us just drawing shit on here because we were having a party here in Phandalin.
Not just a party, I seem to recall there was a wedding occurring.
Oh my god.
And yeah,
There was a wedding
and
occurring.
So, with Wittig guiding it in, you see that Barthen's Provisions is now a much larger building, with now much larger and active store to it, and what seems to be a portion of some sort of schoolhouse or something similar on its side. The tavern, which was once the Stonehill Inn, and the watering hole for drunkards, known as the Sleeping Giant, are no longer as they were, and they are instead a much wider area, much larger section. Now just one massive tavern, the Sleeping Stone Giant.
see, they conglomerated together. I see.
Also, this was a place very close to a fact where a stone giant once appeared, so... And a first real bonding of friendships between stone giants and small folk.
Rebrand.
There's Townmaster's Hall, but Wittig, you are very familiar with it, as is Kika. On the east side of town, there is the Trezendar Manor, as it was called, now called the Valorin Manor. Because one motherfucker lives there. There was also once the Shrine of Fortune, or the Shrine of Luck, which is now the Church of Fortune, as is now a much larger area for itself. You're floating over the city, or the small town, and you can see it down below. Wittig, you are piloting Kika, you're there to help him.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
I crash into the Varus Manor. No.
Varus would have wanted.
Do it. Wreck his house. I dare you. The illusionary effect only is about 100 foot out of town, and there's a small wall basically connecting, like maybe 20 foot up of well-crafted but simple wooden structure with just a gatehouse beyond the actual thing towards the Tribor Trail, and it's just an extra layer, but it is within the illusion.
Mhm.
You guys come in over it, and it's about midday, I want to say, since you guys got up really early and just booked it.
Yep.
So this is happening.
I will give a general ask of the group. Do you guys want to see the interior of the town first before we go to the manor, or do you want to just go straight to the manor?
Wait, come here, we're in Phandalin. Oh yeah, I'd like to go to town. It's been a hot minute since I've been here.
I want the Star
You've
Tour.
been to
I've
Phandalin?
only seen these places as painted scenery.
It's a lot of the paintings over glorify this place. It's just one of those standard mill places.
Oh no, I don't mean paintings. I mean I painted the scenery.
Oh.
Actor,
Right.
did the whole Defenders of Faerun play thingamajig? But
Who did you play? Who did you play, Loyalty? Okay, I'm leaning in way too close.
Well, I think I did a pretty decent Varus Valorant. Well, I mean, I tried.
Why don't you? Why
never
don't you give us a bit of a
mentioned-
demonstration? I'm kind of curious. Give us a bit of a demonstration.
I don't have the sword. I've got to have the prop, dude.
Oh, I pull out Rimfang. Here you go.
The
You may
one that
borrow it.
Varus didn't want.
It's a test.
We're not
Gonna be
with her
so
little-
many
we're
layers
not
of
with her little
info.
crystal.
There's gonna be
Varus
so
is just
much
like, the
going on.
fuck?
Now, what you gotta picture is that I've got makeup with like a scar here. Long story, but we'll move on to that. Okay. Character.
As you go character. You all just begin as if like you know when you're on like a waterbed and it starts getting underfoot, it's not easy to be stable. You look down as the whale begins fading.
I
And you all-
begin.
Okay,
Oh.
if we just go down there and then to the left, there's a big
No,
open
you begin
space.
falling,
Oh.
Shit.
and you instantly
Do not have anything to help with
and
that.
begin slow falling.
Well,
Hang on.
Been in that,
Hang
maybe.
on. I got it too. So I draw my sword. Sorry.
I would have been
Okay.
happy to let you do that for the whole session.
As you begin falling from the sword, you all look down towards what is the center of the town where you guys kind of floating over. And there, arms folded, is a high elf.
Of course.
I'm just gonna flutter.
Varus Valorin stands in the middle of the town, looking up towards all of you, arms folded.
Okay, Kurt, you should have told me you were coming.
Kika tackles into him.
Okay.
I feel like I just kind of land heavy.
You were feather fall, but still, dang! As next to him is is an ogre in full plate armor with a big old, finely crafted club on his back. God.
I'm gonna like just
There is
like
Varus Valorin.
I'm just gonna slowly hide my face a little bit to the side, just like and try and stay near the back of everyone.
You guys just hear very high-pitched keening noises, which you realise a moment later is Kika just, like, bawling into Paris's chest.
This is embarrassing. This is very embarrassing. But this is also very, very heavy. Take it away from me. Take it away from me. Take
over.
Embarrassed.
It's too late, though. You're already being embarrassed. Put it down.
Frozen.
Oh, right. I take my sword back.
Winnick's like, I'm not gonna let him sit in it.
Oh, so he Sildar finally offloaded that sword on someone, did he?
Yes.
I'm sure it's in good hands. What are you all doing here? Are you...
Oh, we came because, is there a way for me to know which Varys I'm talking to? Is this...
Oh, God.
For those who don't know, by the way, this is Varys Valorin, Archmagus Invocatus, and one of the Defenders of Faerun. Widdick, you are not really sure. You were never taught to spot the difference deliberately. As were many people not taught to spot the difference.
Right.
King says, I take it this is the visage of Varys Valorin?
Besides, no, I can assure I'm very real.
As illustrated by the bird just clinging to him.
I use my thing I got from the king to disguise self as Varys Valorin.
What was he eating?
Just takes on the guise of a slightly shorter Varys Valorin.
Right, yeah, I mean that's not what this is. This is let's
How is Bluebird doing that?
you guys want some tea?
That'd be lovely, and I turn back to my Drudaic looking form, not my full skeleton.
Would recommend staying like that. Looking like me is dangerous.
I can imagine.
I'm sure you're caught up to.
That's awkward.
Are you caught up to the daily news of what's been happening in the world?
Bits and pieces, yes. Had a little bit of contact with those in Neverwinter, so.
Right. Well, in any case, basically, the main reason we're here is we needed to see if you had the feather, Kika's feather for the rock.
Right, okay. I mean, you seem to have flying covered.
Not for us. For, Dezinar.
You want to give it to Nesna?
Shall we discuss this over tea? There's much conversing to do.
Yep.
I feel like.
Yep.
Hi, my name's Posey.
Oh, yeah, sorry,
don't
I've
know
not met
what's
some of you
going on.
before.
Yeah, Kika-san finally lets go and is
No.
like embarrassed and flattens her feathers down and is like, we've made some friends.
All Kika and Wittick's new friends.
K-Arc just leans next to you. Oh, I'm here too. Hi.
Oh, hi, I didn't see you behind there.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, Kurt.
How did you know? It's out of a brick house.
That's right, Varys knows, right?
Varys knows.
Okay, just making something making sense.
Things that have to be clarified.
Oh, well, I haven't drawn the sword in a while. Hey, why is it glowing right now?
I mean, he hasn't got he hasn't
I know.
he hasn't got
Metallic.
his sword with him at the moment, so.
This one does.
I'm just going to kind of say hi, but try and keep out of eyesight of God. Just be like, hey, hi, hello, hi.
Your name,
Right.
so
So this
so
is
you're-
I curtsy, one king.
That's-
Pleased to meet your acquaintance.
that's King,
right.
the disheveled man is
You
Saren?
did. I just stopped. You don't need to say my name. Don't worry. Don't worry about anything. Don't worry. Shh. It's fine.
No, names are useful.
No, it's a silly name. Don't worry. Just call me Haribo. Be better.
That's Sarenus.
Why are you being weird?
Nothing.
The name rings the bell.
It's a common name. It's a common name. You know,
Are you familiar with Mr. Stillwind?
it's a common last name. You know, around the areas.
I mean, he was a lot smaller.
I don't. And Sirius starts to get just a bit muddled with his words. Kind of just starts looking at the ground like,
So
don't know what
Mr.
you're talking about.
Mr. Stillwind has returned home. I know someone will be very happy to see you.
Good to know.
Who are the rest of your friends?
This is loyalty.
Literal deer in the headlights.
And the one with the pink hair is Posey.
A little cutsy.
Okay, I'm not gonna make you interact with Renara.
Thanks.
And this is Renara.
Fanboying. She has the fucking pop idol doll of him.
They introduce you.
Fangirling.
Come on,
Varus
come
currently
on.
being total cover.
Yes, hello, I'm Renara. Hello, I'm Varus. Okay.
Thanks, done.
Done.
And we never speak of it again.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's- Come on. We'll get some tea on.
You guys
Okay.
move your way up. As you guys are moving, let's see. Serenus, you hear this last because he's deliberately sneaking, but everyone else just begins to hear fling!
Sling!
Leaping past all of you through the air is a halfling who jumps straight up, wrapping arms around, like as Serenus is turning around, into almost a headlock knock to the ground, giving him a nuggie, is a young halfling. Hair is kind of tossed. There's a hat back, like a big feathered musketeer hat, feather on the ground at the back. There is a slingshot tied to the side, and a small rapier to the other. Is Cor Alderleaf.
Baby! Well, not baby anymore.
He's not a baby anymore.
Not a baby.
Sling. And I just I just give him kind of
Hug.
just as Mr. Go, God, it's been forever, my friend.
You stink like shit. What happened?
It's long story short. Hey, then I point over at God. Look who's come down from the castle.
No, we don't talk about that.
And then I softly giggle to Carl when I'm just thinking about stuff. Yeah. Anyway, how's
We just begin immediately giggling with each other.
So how have you been? I feel like it's been I must have been a good year or something since we've seen each other.
I haven't seen you since the last time you decided to go into the Feywild on a booze cruise. You didn't take me this time.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
fair.
yeah.
I haven't seen him.
Kind of get. I started getting hot. I've
reading the bad from the room.
and I kind of take Carp. Maybe we should just why don't we just come over here for a second? I kind of
What happened, bro?
take Carp away for a second.
What happened?
I kind of get like an apple stuck in the back of my throat. Like I just can't kind of get the words out. He's
He just immediately grabs you and just pulls you for a hug.
it's been a tough couple of it's been a tough time since
I'm sorry,
yeah.
man. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't. We hadn't gotten any word. I would not have said that if I had known.
No, I kind of like you when you're fine, Sling. Don't worry, my friend. It's it's good to see that you're doing well.
I'll get
That's
Mom to make something tonight. We'll either do a apple or maybe a beef pie. We'll do something. I'll get her to do something to remember remember it. It'll be good.
I have missed those.
You're probably gonna go up with them tonight. Important. You're talking with a lot of very important people.
Yeah. And
I'm actually kind of jealous. Jealous is a word.
yeah, and then I kind of bring him in close and just be like, oh, this will be the second time I get into there anyway.
Getting chased away by an ogre isn't fun when you're
I mean,
a
we
kid.
we got in, we got out. That's all that counts.
We both got a cookie from the table. That's all that matters. And Faris, they're out of earshot when they say this. They are deliberately out of earshot. Faris never knew they got in.
And I just kind of wipe a bit of a tear that's on my face. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. How's town? How's everything been?
Town's good. Town's great. Had to chase away 4 Minotaurs last month. Should have been there. It was hilarious. Honestly, we didn't fight. Like me and the crew, we didn't fight. We literally just kept looping them around in place, so they got frustrated, and they were convinced they ended up getting to a Fey Wood. It was fucking hilarious.
I wish I was there. My friend. I really do.
Look, you need anything in town? I'll be at the Stone Giant. It's called the Sleeping Stone. Not called the Sleeping Stone Hill Giant. Ugh. Why did they change the name?
Yeah, it's one of those things. Is he still there? Still running it?
Yes, Talbot's still there. Talbot is still running it with his wife. They're doing great. Pip's helping out my mom at the farm. It's fantastic.
No, that's good to hear. Yeah, well, as I said, and I kind of give him a bit of another hug. Like, yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Pat his back. Like, I'll see you a little bit later on, my friend.
Tamora bless you. Good luck, buddy.
You too. And I walk back to the group. So, guys, and
Sling! And you just hear from a distance, rock against the back of his head. And then put it away, running like.
And then I'm gonna just take out just a normal rock and just go sling, and then just lob it.
So that's where it came from.
I love this so much.
Do too.
Yeah, I'm seeing you at the tavern later. You're paid. Finally, you'll pay your pep. Finally, damn it.
Shh! Don't mention it.
I'm telling everyone. That's what friends do.
So you got a tap there?
It's a long story.
I see.
It's a long story.
I see.
Hey.
That would have been a delay to later if you didn't come in via whale. So, you guys make your way up.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Carl.
Do I, now that we're here, have I been here before?
When you were a child, you remember some of these buildings?
Child?
A very young child.
Okay.
It's just in a brief moment. You remember looking up at the Temple of Timora. You remember wandering around the place as a kid. You remember maybe for a week or two before you moved off and ran away again somewhere else. You're taken in by a little old halfling lady.
Ooh. Okay, try not to think about anything.
Let's not process that.
No, I'm not. That's going in a box.
In that case, then I will ask as well. Does Lo remember any of
You
this?
have definitely gone through here. You have definitely performed here. It was fantastic.
Paris is.
The Valoran Manor. You guide it up.
Yeah.
God gets the door. Hang on, I'll just get the door. I'm going to put them up. Resume open doors.
Thank you, Shogog.
It's great.
Oh my god.
You'll be entering in on the left-hand side. On the right hand side, excuse
Did you
me.
ever come in here?
Once.
Yes.
Once.
I recognise the map, so we definitely used it once.
You came
Ash-
in
Ash-
once.
Ashk Bagseat the God.
Kirok backseat the roof.
Yeah.
Hello, oh, she's Gog. Welcome to the Dummy
So
Show.
Varys is like, and now it's the Hunger Games.
Alright, bitches, let's
all
go.
may enter, none may leave.
No, it's gonna be a Squid Game.
Squid Game.
Or
No.
We're gonna play a series of games. The
And
winner
at the end
gets
of
the
it,
mansion.
maybe you get the rock feather.
That one's yes.
The winner gets it.
If Varys suddenly hands everyone candy, just get very, very scared, okay?
So you guys enter in bit by bit by bit. You
They'll
enter
just
past the main
Vibrating.
past the main hall. What's the step? Who's in first? Who rushes in? Who doesn't rush in?
You go.
Yeah.
Kika flies. Kika, do you just fly straight to the fucking room? I'm just gonna ask.
I think she probably would actually. Yeah. If you bring it up, there's probably like a fraction of a second where she's just like, and then flies off.
Okay, should be fun. For reasons, Runara is going to stay at the back, real quiet. She's a little bit. She's a little bit starstruck. Okay.
I'm just gonna like slowly walk in, just be like, no.
Now,
I always wanted to get a better look inside of here. It's kind of quick when we were in there. I mean, just kind of like cough and stuff. Sorry.
Varys definitely heard that.
now, for obvious reasons, I advise you not to wander.
Okay.
Just. You can't see it.
Yes, I imagine
she
this
knows where
place
she's
has
going.
its security measures.
Kika, you fly straight up to the room.
Speaking of which, are we free to talk openly now?
Yeah, well, of course.
Right, I take it you're not the Varys Valor and the Defender of Favor, and rather some form of duplicate?
No, I'm quite real.
So was the fake one captured, or...?
One of my copies went with the rest of the defenders to keep them safe. Yes.
I see.
I would like to insight check.
I'm glad somebody said it, because I'm not there.
Can I? I have no reason. No, there's no reason why I would.
I was about to say the same myself, but I was beaten to it.
Pull this off.
I think there's only 2 people that can reasonably question that.
I have
Read it.
the only thing
Make an
Posey
insight
knows
check.
about Varys is stuff that you guys have said about Varys, which is basically that he
I
was
make
like
it with
a crazy
advantage?
eccentric.
Straight roll, motherfucker.
Bugger. 13.
Wait.
Okay.
Low
Wait.
has
You
Lo has
motherfucker,
played-
You're not doing what I think you're gonna do, you son of a bitch.
He starts burning luck.
He's gonna dust off the old
Same
character
goddamn
sheet.
roll. Same goddamn roll. Okay, you can only use it once on one
No.
roll.
I know.
So tell him.
Well, I don't have to tell him exactly what it is. You can tell that he's not being completely truthful.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This is why it was so much
Did
easier.
Varys get
just letting
two-day tarred
Kay
by his
roll for
own
this.
simulacrum?
The real Varys Valorant is dead in the bedroom. A fake went.
Varys
a
gets
fake is here.
abducted and his simulacrum is like, finally.
Finally, I can take control.
So,
His simulacrum's wood.
anyone anything stronger? Got some wine in the cellar somewhere.
Tea would be fine.
Oh.
If you go get the wine, but be careful this time.
It was not my fault that one of them cats ran out in front of me, just sat on the stair. How am I meant to took my big foot on stairs for the other people's? And did you
So-
catch this Jim?
I know you're used to them being able to fly away, but sometimes when they're really young, they can't. Before they grow into their wings, okay?
You're sure. We're always sure. Thank
Would
you,
you need to go grab it?
No, it's fine. No, you're guests. I can't let you.
I mean, I'm not really truly a guest. I mean,
I mean,
technically this has been like a second home or a third home, really.
yeah, you.
How many homes do
Yeah.
you have?
It's
Oh, don't
complicated.
answer that.
It's complicated.
I take it back. I don't
That's a
actually want to
complicated
know.
answer.
Everything's
Yeah,
complicated
between
when you talk to
Everlyn
people.
here and the demi plane that Roman goes to do drugs. I mean, what? Huh?
Uh-huh.
You must have a. I'm now picturing you just. I'm now picturing you just have like a list of like, now where would my package go? Was it this home? Was it this home? This
Shit.
home? Maybe
If we
this
went
What's
to
the
the
one.
ship-
demi plane, God
What
help
did I
me.
put as the shipping address?
Depends on where in the world it is. It's gonna be closer to Phandalin if I just do that. It'll be cheaper on shipping, and it'll be all right.
Where in the world is
Posey
There's
starts a
already-
new
There's
mind
already
map in the back of the book.
area that goes through it. So
Posey starts a new thing in the back of the book, which is just homes with a bunch of question marks.
Hey, come on.
I'm also imagining now when having, and his other home, which is, that emergency center in Zero's place, where he questions things like, how do you even take a drug that makes your liver disappear?
I'll lead everyone to
That's the only
the
time he
lounge.
ever actually goes to
the
the
lounge
Underdark
area.
to talk to Zero. It's just like, hey, look, so I took this medicine, and now I don't have a liver. What can you do
Please lay
for
on the
me?
bed. Zero barely even talks to him. It's just like, lay on the bed, we'll work out what's wrong.
Take 2, see me in the morning.
Yeah, it's just like, thanks. Hey, this one didn't interact with it, right? Nah, it should be alright. It's just like, okay.
Yeah, I'll lead everyone through the main hall into the little lounge area at the back, and
Yeah.
start serving tea and shit.
I hope not finna call.
What is happening?
You're right,
you guys
girls.
are walking, following Varys. You go through the central hallway, which lights up. Many of you are familiar with it. The effects of the moonbeam spell, though harmless, projected on a survivor of the Changeling Wars to ensure that he would never have another threat arrive in his home. Poe, go.
Is this happening right now?
Let's fucking go!
Okay.
Mhm.
Called it. Just
Mhm.
saying.
Mhm.
Called it.
All of you who called it. Okay. Okay. I was so not ready for this. Yes, because I moved Posey first.
You moved her first. You'd be the first one to be under the bed.
Oh, I'm so dumb. Fuck you, Varys. I take back everything nice I was saying about you in our DMs. It was so unprepared. As she walks through it, oh, Kika's not here.
Yeah, no, Kika's not
Me-
here. She's flown off.
There's a flash. The first thing that happens is, as Posey's in front, is you're kind of looking at the back of her head, and it drops like 2 feet. Immediately, you're just like it's like you're looking at her, and then suddenly you're not, because she drops a full 2 feet. She kind of blinks and begins to turn because she's not quite sure what's happened, but she can feel that something's different. Her hair has gone from this kind of luscious curling pink reddish color to just straight white. It is kind of lost all of its volume. It's straight down. It's kind of the flowers just kind of slide out of it. Her attire is exactly the same because that doesn't change, but her skin has gone from pink to white. This very, very, very pale white, and you can see under her arms the little blue lines where the veins are in her arms. And as she turns, this kind of very cute this very kind of cute elven woman is gone, and in its face is like strange child's face almost. The cheekbones are very, very high, and all the proportions of the face are wrong, and the skin is like too tight across the skull. It's a little skeletal. Her eyes, and you can see under the skin, you can see those lines where the veins are, but they're basically black on her face that go down, and where her dress is kind of low cut, you can see moving under her skin, her heart is moving. Her mouth opens, and it is just like rungs and rungs and rungs of very, very sharp teeth, and the inside of her mouth is just black. But honestly, probably the thing that startles you the most is that she no longer has eyes. Where her eye sockets are, the skin just kind of pits inward, and there are just black voids where her eyes were. There's no eyebrows, and it just these black pits that's almost where the veins are, almost look like they're leaking onto her face, this weird void ooze. She has not realized that something is wrong yet. But she is, for those of you who know, she's a changeling.
Varus would instantly cast Hold Person.
Here we go.
I counter spell.
I'm just gonna. I feel like saying we should go. What? Just like
you did not specify.
No, it would have been level 1.
Would be counterspelled. Using a counterspell on a spell of a first,
Yeah, it does it.
second, or third level.
Wait. Something.
You just see immediately Varus's hand reach out towards you. Doing a
Meanwhile,
symbol
I'm probably looking like a skeleton too.
Hold on.
Doing a symbol you've seen before. Magic begins moving towards you, but as it does, a skeletal claw just like reaches over and clasps and crushes the magic in the air as King counterspells.
I realize what's happened at this point.
You step back, you look down, you can see your hands.
I go invisible.
Ring on.
Okay. I dispelled invisibility.
I'll allow that.
You put it on, you begin hyperventilating back against the wall. Down.
And I turn back into Posey.
That depends if Varus allows the moonbeam's effect to pass, or if they maintain it.
You need to move if you're still within the moonbeam area. I
She'll
think
keep
it's a constant.
trying. I imagine she doesn't know how the moonbeam spell works, so.
If you're still within the light, then you can't.
The light basically, to give you an idea, the entire hallway you're in, but up, like say the stairway section, and the square of it, that's where the effect is. So like,
basically like from here.
So to give you an idea, for the sake of fairness, I'll put you on the map in a specific location. Varus was guiding, King was slow behind. The rest of you,
we're not
here.
Yeah.
So guys, you see the person who's been with you this whole time, your friend, who's been traveling alongside you. It's changing.
Where's Gog at this point? Because I sent him to the basement. Is he still within eyesight?
No, Gog would be gone down to the basement.
I'll draw my sword and I will charge towards Posey.
Step.
I will interfere.
I'm just gonna step back and just be like, "What the?"
Posey, you begin moving as if to dart into a misty step. Varus, you start moving towards Posey. Posey, it's in this moment of this fear. That sword moves towards you, and there is just a blocked motion as the rune fangs out, blocked up against it from Wittig. Between you and Varus.
I still
Interject.
misty step behind Runara.
Wittig, stand down.
How about you fucking take a second?
You bring a changeling into my home.
We
bring
a friend. We didn't know this. We brought a friend in.
Fair point to make. Loyalty, your disguised self is gone. You are horns and all.
Oh, Lo hadn't even.
I know that all this is happening, but for a sake of point, you're in your true form.
I know.
Kaerk is removed from this effect for obvious reasons. He is given a pass.
Yeah,
Speaking
certain
of,
people would get passes.
Yeah.
There.
King is going to look fairly relaxed and sit down, crossing her legs, and say, "We also brought a dragon. I didn't think you would be one to judge by appearance."
Dragon's not tried to kill me before. I'll pull out of my bag a small little glass orb and cast Resilience Sphere around Posey.
Oh.
Is there a save for it?
Is that the sort of thing I can counterspell?
It's a spell.
It's a spell. It can be countered. It is the use of an item for cast. I don't know. You're using the material components.
That's just components. It's a spell. I'm just casting a spell.
You're up in the room. You have it. You hold it. Whew. Everyone was talking downstairs, and you immediately begin hearing shouting. And you know the sound of magic being flung and dispelled. What do you do?
King, what do you need to roll us?
You need to roll. It's a spell level 4.
Mhm.
So that'll be roll it, and you have to beat a 14. Let's see. I believe it's a
roll a d20.
It's
if I'm
it's
correct,
an
ability
intelligence. It's an intelligence skill check. Just
Oh, it is.
intelligence.
Yeah.
Plus
Roll
d20 plus your
20
intelligence.
that, yeah.
So I roll. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sorry,
You're rolling for the counter spell. You have to
You're
meet my
rolling
DC.
to break his spell, basically.
That's DC
'Cause it's a
14.
higher level. Nice.
Lock it again. King once more stands. There's a brief moment where there's just smoke out the side of the eye of like this kind of green magic effect. The hand goes up as the orb is being raised. It kind of like begins moving past, like almost in this faded form, and begins trying to coalesce around Posey. As it does, the claw goes out again, gripping, and rips it off. And Posey, you are free again. Runara, what are you doing? Your friend has run behind you.
For clarity for Runara, Posey is muttering over and over again, really venomously, "You're all the fucking same."
Runara would draw
Daenerys, you'd
the
hear that too.
Runara would draw the sunblade and like just interpose herself.
Mm-hmm.
Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. If anyone was going to kill anyone, we would have tried to do it already when we went in the house.
Try being the main one.
So you're
That-
clearly
that-
not the Archmagus of Evocation. Otherwise, you would have been attacked by many dragons.
Kika, you'd have had time to have arrived at this point.
Yeah, while she was in the room, she tucked it away, just put it away, and then panically sort of came out and is sort of like looking over the balcony of the staircase, looking down, just like really confused, feathers all fluffed up again.
I will at this point go as I'm holding his sword against mine. First off, clone, I need you to fucking understand that this person has been with us this whole entire time, hasn't tried killing anyone. They've been actually fucking helpful, so how about you fucking back the fuck off?
And yeah, actually let us speak for once, goddammit.
Make a choice, intimidation or persuasion.
Oh, entirely persuasion.
You're trying to intimidate Varys?
16.
I mean, the fucker damn near did, but Varys, he's trying to persuade you.
Do I have to roll against it, or what? I don't know how this works.
It's up to you, I guess, whether or
It's
not
up to
you
whether or
believe
not
him.
you find this convincing enough.
Do you find 16 convincing?
16 from Wittig, someone you know.
That's true.
Someone who was with you at that time. Wittig, you do remember it. You weren't massively active in the time, but you were aware of it, and you are aware Varys did nearly get assassinated by changelings. He was one of the first people to nearly get hit. So you, in this moment, Wittig, realize he's probably one of the few people who is going to be this paranoid, but this is an understandable reaction. But that's your friend, and you know that's your friend, and she would never to you, not in your head.
Varys will take a step back and put his sword to his side, and the sword will like elongate into a blue and gold staff, and it will stand there and be like, "Explain yourself." Looking over at Posey, just through the whole group, looking at Posey, eyes locked.
Posey, your family is around you right now, on all sides.
And I change back into Posey.
You're able to change back?
You're out to the light.
Um.
Oh.
Kika, I'm not sure from your angle you would have seen Poe.
I don't know the shape of the room. She's sort of like.
Give you an idea.
She's sort of like up
actually
on,
no.
yeah, she's
I
sort of
take
like
this
on
back.
this
From where
balcony
you are,
over where the stairs
I'll do
is,
this.
looking
This is easier.
looking
You
down.
would have seen. You would
Yeah.
have seen.
You're above on the balcony.
So
Yeah.
she can see. So yeah, okay. So
I
she
will
sees.
also
She
say,
sees
for
that.
the sake of point, is that Kaerk is also. He's basically between where Wittick and King are. In the same kind of like whoa mindset.
Lo will be standing basically with his arms out like this, clearly panicked, but very clearly in tiefling form as well, but more.
Make yourself bigger than the bear. Make yourself bigger than the bear.
No, it's kind of the thing of now mates, stop fighting. All right, I don't know what to do. I'm trying to do my best here.
Your hands shaking. You stood in front of your friend. You know they're your friend. You're not going to let anyone hurt them.
Explain why you're here. Who sent you?
Me? I'm with them. I can go. I don't have to be here.
No, you're not going anywhere. If you look behind you, you'll see the door. No one closed the doors, but the doors are closed behind you.
Classic.
Thaumaturgy.
I'm getting away from the moon pigs. I should know
Yeah.
that.
No one.
It's
escapes
true.
from
No one escapes.
We're murder hobos.
Yeah, I'm aware. I used to be one of you.
I suddenly got a very, very disapproving grunt from Ashka.
I'm just here. I'm just Posey. These are my. I don't want to hurt anyone. Didn't even know who you were until they told me.
Posey, make a check of your choice. Charisma base, please. Whisper it to me.
Okay. Also, yes, there is art of her. I can put it in the Plight Princess chat if you want.
Please do.
Yes, please.
I was not
Yes,
going to do this
please.
without your permission, so I'm going to wait.
Enjoy that.
Yep.
Ooh, wow.
That's her. Come on, girl.
Okay, wait. Persuasion.
Question.
Good. Really not good for someone with a +8.
Would you like to use one of your?
Oh my god, luck! I also have luck!
Actually, thinking about it, Lo wouldn't know this. Don't worry about it.
You're okay. Once more, feeling.
27, much better.
Varys.
27. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
Varys. In this moment, everything is fight or flight. You're aware of what has happened to you before. You're aware of the threat of this. You're aware changelings have been used as very deadly assassins all across Faerun and beyond. But right now, the servant of one of your best friends is standing between you, as are a bunch of kids, all arms stretched out, blocking their friend, and at the back of the room, you see a terrified young girl. That's all you see. A girl who is terrified out of her mind. She's just Posey. And she has no ill will towards you.
A lot of questions for you. A lot of questions.
I'm going to cut just 1 second here and say, do we need to take a break? Is everyone feeling
Yeah, I need to buy a.
If
Okay.
you need a pee, go pee. I'll count a spell in your stead, because I imagine you'll do it again if you fucking do it again.
I don't mind the dispel. I was upset because, like, no, you don't grab hold of my friend. Very rude.
No,
Give it back.
you stop that.
I'll just turn on my heel and walk into the lounge behind us.
The door swings open, Barris walks in. God comes up, holding what is a gentle crate of wine, going, oh, I've got one brandy in case anyone lords. That's a lot of tension. I'll get out the pinion noir.
Sir Gog, was it? Was it Sir Gog?
My name is Sir Gog.
Ah, okay. Can I have a chat with you for a minute? Just us two. That's all good.
For a moment, the back straightens up. The eyes are far more attentive, and he just like steps to the side. What's going on?
We may have had a little bit of a crisis here. Do you have, say, like what's the thing? Alcohol will be good for one.
I mean, brandies, wines. I also have a whiskey amongst this.
I'm thinking more like warm milks, calming things. That would be good.
I'll go to the kitchen. I'm gonna leave this.
Gog, I'm sure Varys won't mind. But can you bring up the barrel of the Bugmans, please?
He leaves the wines there. All right.
He won't mind.
God goes.
He's not here to stop us.
You're doing awesome job, by the way. Awesome
Also,
job.
I-
Doing good.
Okay, I love you. You noticed that I said clone, because
Uh-huh.
Now he's like, well, Varys isn't here. Let's have a drink. Let's have a bug drink.
For
Have a
reference,
call, I guess.
for reference, not a clone.
I know.
But
But
there might be a
It's
clone
the-
somewhere in this house.
yeah, but it's the basic idea of like, all right, you're not the real one. Calm it the fuck down.
Both Whitney and Kika would be aware that Varys can make simulacrums.
Yeah.
You just don't know if this one is one. But Kika, if you happen to pop out of detect magic at any point, that motherfucker is pure illusion.
Fair.
As is the school from which
I'm sure
Samara-
she would at some point.
Posey, once you step across the threshold, if you move, you go back.
Okay. I will deal with being.
Oh, I'll turn the light. I'll turn the moon off.
I'll turn the moon off.
Tell me what Renata wants to do. Fuck off.
Varys finally fulfilling Runara's dreams.
Varys, Runara, turn off the moon.
Today it ends.
I'm gonna
I'm-
stay
I'm
with Posey
presume-
for as long as I can.
You're just gonna stay, you're gonna stay as Posey for as long as you can.
What I was intending was that Lo had gone to sort of distract Gog from the situation, try and diffuse it, but will probably come back once he said, "Good man, doing a good job, doing an awesome job," and then coming back and then seeing the remnants,
You see
just
Poe
like
is terrified, still shaking, And as you're all there, Varys has stepped into the room, Bugsman has been ordered, and we are going to take a break.
Now we're going to take a break. Okay, guys, we'll be back shortly.
See you soon.
We're back.
Welcome back, everyone. So, Varys has entered the parlor. Posey, all your friends are around you. Kika, are you still up at the landing, or have you come down?
I'll probably flutter down very, very quietly.
Who pointedly doesn't make eye contact with Kika?
Kika kind of as well is pointedly not making eye contact.
Low.
Yep.
Those still standing like this, but sort of.
He just
Try
hasn't like relaxed enough to lower his arms yet.
Well, he's trying to make eye contact with Posey.
The T-posing tiefling is trying to get your attention.
But in the process of trying to get eye contact, and very, very awkwardly just sort of goes, Moonbeam, there's a hug if you need it. Okay. Oh, good. Got your back, though. You good? Okay.
Should we sit down?
Okay.
Bit by bit, you guys make your way in. I imagine that there is a Wittig and a king sat next to Varys on either side going, make a move, motherfucker.
No, I'm going to be standing at the door, just staring him down.
So Wittig is here.
My love for Widdick is growing tenfold.
Yeah, I'm just going to be standing at the door,
Probably
just...
I hear, aren't I?
Hold on. Just standing at the door going, I'm watching you.
Don't you fucking do it. Don't you fucking try it.
Don't try it.
Don't try it, Henry.
You
I
were my
take it
brother
everyone's
with
too
you.
stressed and everything. It's like, shall I pour the tea then? How do you take your tea, with or without sugar?
So Gog puts the big barrel down on the table, I assume, and
Eventually, Gog comes up behind you, Wittig, and he's just like, "Oh, Wittig, oh, she's got to get past you to put down the buggies."
To the side.
Slide to the side as the ogre struggles in the door. There's literally the sound of the plates on both sides. In the dead silence of the room, it's just his noise. He just gets sat down on the main table. The faucet gets like relined back onto it, and there's enough for everyone. And then there is a platter of warm milk. There's just like a little jug of warm milk as well with several cups. Or I will remember the warm milk from the other end. For Kiki, and if that's for the little shaky ready that wants you, if she wants you to.
Lo will sort of get Gog's eye contact and just mouth in a slightly panicked tone, "Thank you."
Kika just quietly
Gog
takes
with
a mug of milk.
Gog with like a very like slow brain, like, each form with your milk. Milk's good.
Gog, how do you have your tea?
Oh, I usually don't. I just stand at the door.
Dude,
I
did you-
imagine that Marshall Wittig kind of taking that role for the night. Can I go down to the tavern?
sure.
It's all the whole body sigh.
It's going to be on your tab again. That is an ogre. That is a 2-ton ogre going to go get drunk.
He thinks it's on my tab. From Varys'
Clone
tab.
privilege.
Your
Varys has
manservant
no
is
tab.
quite charming. Now, down to brass tacks. We were sent by the King and Queen. We are dealing with the actual you being kidnapped, among with the rest of the defenders.
Yes, about that. Don't.
We won't tell anyone.
That stays in this room. Oh god, let me get some cups.
The cups
Oh.
are there.
I'll start just pouring, like cups of Bugmans.
The tankards, and they're put out and around, and it's basically hero feast in a tankard.
Varys has been keeping this for so many years. He refuses to let anyone near it. But I figured
And
we
I
don't
thought
know.
you were Varys.
Oh, okay. So yes and no. Yes, I am Varys, or Varys as he was a few months ago. Um, it's like a copy of Varys, basically.
Makes you no less real or a real person.
No,
Makes you a little less Varys, maybe, but it's certainly you are your own.
I'll try to explain it. Of like, basically, think of it as a shard of him, not a true him, but at least a shard, basically.
how scared slash scared is Posey looking right now?
There ain't no
Oh.
need for an insight check for that.
Fucking terrified.
She's
She's like,
barely talking.
she's moved back towards Nick. Is like trying not to essentially like. In my head, she's gone back to Posey, but she forgot to change the height.
So Posey's a little shorter.
Posey's about 4 foot something. She's like gone. She's like backing up towards Winnick so that she's kind of leaning on Winnick. She's like too scared to get upright. Honestly, she does not want to be here. Those of you who are in the party know her. You need to be not in this. I'm about to bolt face.
You've probably noticed King hasn't been looking at you much since. Seems to be purposely not looking at you.
Looking at Posey or looking at Varys, sorry.
Posey.
Varys will sort of look over to Posey. Okay. Let me deal with this. It's just Posey. I'll just click my fingers and at the corner of the room, this little what the fuck? How do I describe this?
Globe.
No, like a little house, like a really small house appears, and then with a little flappy door, and then all these little cute little big kittens come running out over to.
You hear mewling little Tresmans with teeny tiny little stubs for wings at the back, and just kind of like that point where they're just being able to see.
That emotionally complicates everything that's happening right now. Very cute.
I will say that even though Lo is still shaking at
One is
the
climbing you, but you're shaking so much it keeps falling off.
Yeah, they're just all
he's
climbing and pouring at people in the room. Just
he's still shaking, but
Okay, you have one on top of you.
he's looking over towards Posey in best way I can describe protective protective friend brother type energy, but at the same time
Trying to be a reassuring presence.
trying to respect Posey's space, but it's kind of a case of no, I'm ready to jump in. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but I'm ready to jump in if I'm needed.
The reassuring friend energy next to you.
Yes.
From behind you.
He, like picks up one of the little Tresms and scratches it and kind of looks really confused. And just goes, "Hey, you're not gonna kill me?"
Runara, what are you doing in this moment?
uh,
As your best friend has had a bit
Do
of a
normal.
she's just a bit shook. She's just like doesn't really know what to think. She's just sitting there. She'll pick up a treasure and start giving it a little squish as well, and just be like she doesn't really know what's going on. She's dumb.
So, Posey says you're not going to kill me, Varys.
Well, I mean, if you were here to kill me, you know it's not me, so it's not gonna. And you couldn't really kill me if you tried. You're okay for now.
If anyone was to harm you, dear Posy, I assure you they would have to go through me and most of the rest of the party, I'm sure.
I may just be a statue of snow and ice, but I'm still very powerful.
I'm sure you are. No offense, just the fact that I counterspelled you twice implies you are not quite at the Archmage's level.
I mean, I
Yeah.
am the Archmage.
Of course.
I will cast
sure.
meteor.
No, he doesn't have his 9th level delivery.
I know. Figured.
Not that
I'm-
you guys have access to a 9th. You kidding me?
You are undoubtedly quite a lot stronger than me, make no mistake. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that I'm sure the Archmage himself would have ground me under his heel.
Oh, he wouldn't have hesitated. Yeah.
But yes, that little bout of racism besides, we do have more pressing matters.
Yeah. Sorry. So, Kika, did you find it when you was up there? The feather. It was in your mum's lockbox. You know where she keeps it.
No.
So I think. Okay.
Well, no.
Well, of course. Sorry. Yeah, of course. When things happened. We are doing everything we can. You know that, right? I heard one of them came back. Is that right? Someone was brought back.
Yeah. So,
That's good.
that was good.
That's good. So you're after. Do you have to give it to Nesna?
I mean, the main thing of it is that we were needing to move people quickly
Right.
so we could get the spires.
Right.
Which
right.
is-
Yes, the spires. Yes. I mean, I guess. Uh, sure. I guess. I'll get it for you in a minute. It's fine. I'm sure Kika won't. Sure Kira won't mind.
On that matter, I
Can't
don't
stop.
suppose you've heard from Gregor at all.
We're not necessarily on. Varys and him aren't necessarily on talking terms.
Fair enough. I was just wondering as he sort of got a bit eager to chase after one of your old acquaintances. I was kind of hoping to hear of some success in that regard.
You'll see the simulacrum Barrett sort of scratching his neck, and you will see like a very faint scar on his neck.
All the way around the neck to the back and back around again.
I won't know the significance of that.
No.
You would if you. Well, I will say it's fair to say it wasn't a simple clean cut. It was more like a portion of a jaw clamped down.
A rough
It
scar.
was, out of character, it was quite an impressive medical feat to sew it all back into place, nerves and all.
I mean,
Yeah, the time knife, we're all aware.
Yeah.
Says the motherfucker who made Gregor. Like, yeah, putting a head back on a body's a challenge, says he. Fuck off.
yeah. Me, Gregor, and Nesna. I say me, Varys, Gregor, and Nesna. Not necessarily talking terms. We sort of tolerate. We'll say tolerate at best.
Fair.
But no, I mean, if it's needed, we can dig it out. I'm sure Kira left it up there somewhere. So you've got more leads on these spires that you're all going after. Some of my colleagues did mention.
Indeed, they seem to
They
have mapped out some places for various individuals in the employ of the King and the Queen to acquire them.
Alright. Alright. Not managed to get a hand on one yet. I would very much like to have a look and inspect them, but
Of ours.
so was that, Kels?
I think Legacy has all of ours.
Roll that fucking deception check, bitch. Sorry, sorry, that's I'm taking the job.
No, I said, do you want
Yeah,
to play
bud.
Varys? Go nuts, buddy.
I will roll that deception check, asshole.
Renara's just keeping very quiet and keeping sort of the bag close to her chest.
Shit.
Wow.
You 100%
Expertise in
believe.
deception.
Now you know why. You 100% believe Legacy has all theirs.
Maybe I'll pay her a visit.
I mean,
Well,
There's the brief
course
flick
we're-
of Kika's eyes flick up at Posey and then back away.
there have been some more developments, but I'm sure the between the Archmages and the royal family themselves, they'll keep you more informed than we are typically. I'm sure you have means of contact.
we do.
Don't suppose you have any advice for us at all?
Wow. I'm dealing with Giff. Not something that we've ever really dealt with necessarily ourselves. Varys never had much dealing with Giff, and he's very much focused elsewhere. Oof.
We've been having some dealings with angels and demons as well.
Oh,
It's more the kings and the queens choices and
Right.
stuff, but I'm just thinking if they do end up being a problem, any thoughts on that?
the angels and the demons, devils,
Devils.
Devils, sorry.
Very big difference.
Yeah, I thought I was like, wait, demons, devils,
Yeah.
demons. But I mean, never get yourself in a contract with one. Devils, that is. Angels, again, I don't think I've really dealt with them much. But he's had interactions with devils, and yeah, bad news. Don't trust any of them, basically.
Mimicking my own thoughts on the matter. Do we have any other dangers or enemies we need to ask about?
No, but
Carlos, we couldn't hear you if you were talking there. Sorry.
One of the places we need to go is Imris Lair.
Oh, you want to go back there? They're back there, like you've been there before. Or Wittick back there, but
Because we want to. It's just one of the places we don't. The team hasn't been allocated.
did you, young Poe? Did you know? Do you have locations for the rest of the? Is this where one of the spires is? You say? Do you have locations for any more?
Most of the others have either already been retrieved or have moved since we found out where they were.
I mean, I could get you there. Mm. Do you want to go like into the lair? Not many people have been back there since. I know it's been a few years, but
I've got Imris Lair / Voradon written down. I
know.
can't remember if it was
Oh.
Voradon was the vague, Imris Lair was
I-
the specific.
sorry,
know
that's
if
didn't
we
mean to click that.
don't know if we fully know if it's in or out of it.
So I think it was like Doraemon was the nearest
Ascor,
town.
Near,
guys
near him, is there?
Yeah,
Basically.
it's somewhere near the lair. Ascor is the last town on the road.
Okay, but if we could go direct to Imris Lair, that would actually
Mm-hmm.
Big
I'll
one
move you back to the manor.
I mean,
And I don't know if we need to go there right now, but like
No.
just like any, I would assume it's bad in there.
I've not been back there for a little while. I've never been there. Um,
Real
but
quick, how long ago were you made?
Wow, phew. Festival was that long ago. About half a year-ish.
Okay. Then did Varys seem out of whack or anything before the festival? Being that he is,
Festival.
yeah, just in terms of, did he seem uneasy about doing it or anything?
Oh god, that's did he? Did he? Did he see?
Retroactive insight check on
Oh.
yourself.
I don't know. I
The
don't know
reason
how
I'm
to ask this.
asking is because this is a shard of him that has been here since he's been gone, but he is the Archmage, so he would have possibly heard of something happening.
That's the thing. Also, if it is tied up with Zero, this is our character. If this was tied up with Zero, Varys might have heard rumblings about it before. It
Yeah.
happened.
King was going to say something about that, and eventually.
Recently, the closest thing you remember was before it, just about a month before everything went boom, there was a near infestation of the vermin created by Zero, located by Varys, and begrudgingly aiming Nezanar and Gregor at it, whilst also removing the anti-tremor magical wards, which prevent purple worms from finding the location. It was relatively close to Neverwinter, but it was believed that that pocket had been taken out because it was a very large sum and there was a lot of fortification in place. However, Varys is paranoid. Where there's one, there might have been more, and was on the lookout for it. Varys was the first person to notice anything was going awry in Neverwinter, and was the person who told Nezanar and Gregor to get down in the sewers immediately. He's also the only reason why Sildar, Legacy, or any of the defenders are alive, because he put up a barrier just in time. I rolled.
Ooh.
Just.
I mean, I wouldn't know that.
You wouldn't know
specifically,
that, but I'm giving you that for fun.
because
Okay.
I'm Varys' brain 6 months before this happened, so I know everything he knew then.
Yeah, so you know
Okay.
that
I
there was
mean,
the incident, and then that.
he'd been a little uneasy, a little nervous regarding some of the vermin problems. He didn't really tell me much. Normally, he doesn't really talk to us much.
Right.
Makes us do lots of fucking admin and crafting magic items and stuff for the Harpers and.
Makes you make a lot of coffee biscuits.
Layers of jokes.
The same biscuits that a young Serenus and Carbolini stole one night.
You don't know
I've
how
made
many
it canon.
times-
Hey.
You don't know how
Hey.
many times they sent me to the Feywild just to find them fucking beats. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Right.
the vermin issues that from the Underdark and the sewers around Neverwinter is. He was doing a lot of research on them and their emergence and.
Don't suppose you've
Stuff
seen
like
any
that.
more activity from the betrayer or his vermin?
Oh well, I mean, not here.
Varys, what you do know is it's gotten quiet. It's gotten very quiet.
When was So this is gonna be a big time question. Real Varys, when was his last sort of go at zero? Like, you just go
That
after him.
was the month before the attack on Neverwinter.
Okay, so it's not that I would know. So it was after I was created.
Yes, but you probably would have been told about it. That's what
Yeah.
I'm describing there, where it was like so much effort had been put into a decoy that Varys had thought that it was because realistically thousands were killed between a purple
Yeah,
attack,
yeah.
Gregor, Nessenar, and Varys, literally going in blender style. But it was just a decoy for what was actually happening and made everyone look in one direction.
Yeah, I mean, he spent a lot of time recently inquiring and checking down below, but I don't think he really found much recently. Over the past month or two, he couldn't. Normally, he's said that from what I remember, there's normally signs of activity, but he didn't really find anything. He said.
Well, hopefully Gregor's alright dealing with it at the moment. I don't
He's more than
relish the
capable.
idea of us having to try and deal with someone that powerful. If
Not
he
that
even is that
powerful,
powerful
no way.
these days.
No, it's probably got very weak in his old age.
It's his military might which concerns me the most.
Yes, the enclave. Very pesky. Something that Varys was looking into for well, one of the early things he looked into, which is where I was stuck doing all the dirty work around the house and the magic, and he spent too much of his time reading and investigating the enclave specifically. But
Does he have his research anywhere around here?
oh, I mean, he probably left it here. I wouldn't have thought he took it with him to a festival.
Uh, do you know which room it would be in?
Yes. I mean, I am him, so yes.
What I'm
If
trying to get at
you-
is maybe look at it.
If you're not comfortable with us, which is understandable, maybe just forward some of that information to the King and Queen, or maybe better yet, some of the Archmages, the King and Queen, are awfully
Oh well, I mean,
preoccupied at the moment.
pretty much most of what Varys would find out that he'd keep in contact with his colleagues, and so that they would. I think they'd be aware of most of his research, and I'd like to think so. There was some things he kept from them.
I mean, Varys is a very paranoid man.
Well, yeah. I mean, there definitely some stuff he kept from them. I shouldn't say that.
Trouble with telling us, huh?
No, I mean, I just know drinking his beer is one thing, but let's just say if he ever found the betrayer, his instructions on what to do and what he would want to do necessarily wouldn't be the same thing.
I
He doesn't
imagine
re-
there's some
he doesn't really have
mixed
to answer
feelings
to
there.
yeah, he doesn't really have to answer to many people, but unfortunately some people that are very close to him want him to do certain things.
Understandable.
Does that have to do with? I mean, obviously not me. I understand that you wouldn't want me
It,
to Nick seeing his research.
it's more so basically whenever Varys and the betrayer separated and parted ways, It was not a very good time. It was a thing of they wanted to kill each other pretty much.
Right.
Well, maybe
However,
that
being
this close.
yes, and however, being that it is a case of he is the Archmagus now, he can and could even do it. However, there would be some back pool from the defenders about it. Roman, he's kind of just a Roman being more so just a he's trying to be there for everyone as much as he can. However, there are some others that are
Yeah, some of the gang maybe would want to try and
fix him more than kill him.
yeah.
Right, but isn't that more reason for Widdick to see the notes? If Varys can't for various reasons, then shouldn't we
Maybe.
potentially could?
Maybe.
I understand if not me, but
Roll a persuasion check.
me?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Riddick is giving you advantage. He's assisting.
Thank you, Widdick.
Yeah.
Persuasion.
Persuasion with advantage.
25.
25.
I mean, as long as you don't tell him, Whittick, I can. Everyone, just enjoy your. Just don't drink all the beer. Just save some.
Anyone
Whittick,
who drinks the bugman, by the way, roll 2d6. And for the next 24 hours, you have advantage on wisdom saving throws, and you cannot be poisoned. And in addition, you have that 2d6 is an addition to your maximum, but just marked under your temporary.
I feel like I am not welcome to, so I'm not going to. As much as I want to.
the beer's there. If you poured yourself some, you could have it. I'm not gonna. Or there's
before-
cups that you poured in.
Like as the clone leaves the room.
Yeah, just sip some real quick and then carry on. That probably would be what she does, actually. That's very on character.
The moment Varys leaves the room
before-
with Riddick, just
I was about
very-
to say, before
No
you
problem.
leave Varys, the facilities, I would
Right.
like to use them.
Yeah, just out that door, take a right, and then it's the first one on your left, and under the stairs.
Widdick will watch that I get the right
I
direction.
mean, Whittick's coming with me, so
I can help.
don't
you can
wander,
help. That would be
please.
brilliant.
For your own safety, don't wander.
It takes so many notes on my behalf because I'm not welcome to join you, but takes so many fucking notes.
I go with Kika, and I sort of close the door all very gently, and then I just sort of turn around to her, and not that I have much expression in my face, but I'm a little rosy to the cheeks, and my eyes are slightly widened than usual.
It's Bugman's, it would hit you. And you have half a body, so it would hit you.
Oh yeah,
Twice as strong.
but yeah, I just move Kika along a distance, clearly not needing the bathroom, but and I'm just sort of breathing heavily for a moment.
Are you okay?
I am crushing so hard on that changeling.
This intense, dramatic, terrifying moment for Posey. King's inner monologue. Oh no, she's hot!
Is that weird?
I don't think so. It's nice.
I don't know that it is.
I don't know.
I didn't even know I felt that way about somewhat visible skulls.
Well, people like what they like. It's nice that you found something that you like.
Right.
Shit, I'm into this.
Would you like? Do you
Right.
want some fresh air?
Oh my god, the fuck.
There's a garden.
I was already. Okay, I think I've calmed down. I think I can go back in again.
Do you want? Do you want?
Don't say anything to her.
No. If you if you.
I still need to.
I'm going to have
Come
my
to
game
terms
in
with
here,
this.
and then I'm going in.
Okay. If
I need to come to terms with this myself first, and what this says about me.
I'm not very good or experienced at this.
That's alright. I just needed to verbalize it.
Okay, yeah. If you ever need to verbalize anything, you can always do that. I just might not be able to offer much advice. Oh, I can try.
It's alright. Noble discretion usually wins out. It's just
I mean, you should definitely.
Posey was cute as normal, but wow.
Yeah. Wow. You should definitely like talk about it. You don't have to with her if you're like not sure about this.
Like, I am not sure I have feelings romantic inclined yet, but that was a bit of an awakening for me.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yes,
King,
don't worry, I'm
you
not the
get-
kind to.
Thing, you get 1d6 inspiration for a gay awakening. You get 1d6 for giving a gay awakening.
It's an aura around me.
What are you, a paladin?
Aura of gay.
Gay paladin, yeah.
Paladin of gay.
Yeah.
Paladin of gay.
Yes,
Hey.
if I think it's going in that direction, I will make my intentions clear and I will quote her properly, but that's a whole different thing at the moment.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. If you're getting used to things, then that's understandable.
Right.
I feel like it's probably good at some point if you at least say that you think that, because I'm sure that it's just a nice, like, it's like it's a compliment, you know. I'm sure it's a nice thing to say, because it's, yeah. So
Yes, I might just leave it at least a day or so it's not me gushing and projecting my
okay.
attractions where they're unneeded.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I also apparently do actually need the bathroom. I have very little bladder left, and that bugman goes right through you.
Oh, okay. It's this way. Okay. I'll wait out here for you. Just remember, if you need anything, you can always talk to me.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Widdick, you and Varys have gone to the empty room.
With it, wait just outside, please.
Okay.
I'll go. So just walk into the room. You'll hear like a few words being said, like under the breath you don't really understand, and then there's the loud banging noise, and like something falling over, and so oh shit. Okay. Okay, here we go. And Varys will walk out with just like a bundle of like scrolls and books and shit. So, I think this is most of it.
Interesting.
And he'll just place it down on the bed in the room. I mean,
Oh, there's a Tressum in here. Hold on.
oh, hey little one.
The oldest Tressum in the house is the Sadie equivalent.
Meow.
So I mean, this was most of his research. I mean, most of this is just sort of like the scrolls, like maps and the tunnels and stuff. But you might be able to find something in here that might be useful.
Can I go ahead and perform a investigation check to see if I can find anything speaking about possibly any lichdoms or basically anything that's been going on in the world? If Varys have had any idea of anything happening.
Do you need some help looking? Like, what are you looking for something specific, or?
I mean, guess specifically if there's anything that's connecting the betrayer and possibly Vlakith or these Gith or anything.
Oh Jesus! Oh gosh. Okay.
Make an investigation check. Varys will be lowering the DC and giving you an advantage if he so chooses. But I'm not letting Varys roll. You fucking kidding me? I'm not letting him roll. You fucking roll, mother.
Oh yeah, no.
I've only got +6. I'm not pressing investigation.
No, but you still have a +6.
Unluck.
Double numbers. Yeah.
So, I will say Varys has next to nothing on Blickith.
Okay.
And Gith, very little, if any, activities. However, with that DC, I'm going to do one thing on the map. Draw your eyes up to the north, past the Frost Tails and Lurkwood, to the location of a creche.
Okay. For those that can't see it, it's just to the east of the Great Worm Cavern, underneath the spine of the world.
A creche is where Gith go to the material plane to age for going back to the astral plane. They go to their early adulthood, and because you don't really age when you're on the astral plane, it's also where a lot of red dragons tend to be. Well, most creches. Creches are a multitude, not a singular.
So Varys knows where that is, yes? Is that a recent discovery, or do I know where it is, like fake Varys?
Varys has hunted red dragons that have been spawned from there. They try to go out and grow in the world or grow in the surrounding area, and they don't come back.
So I would know of the location.
You know of the location.
Has Varys been there?
Varys has not gone too close.
Okay, yeah,
but he has. There are several corpses of red dragon younglings that are left. Not younglings, young adult red dragons, that kind of thing. Varys is not Anakining.
He's killed the younglings.
As much as I know, Varys killed the younglings.
Not the younglings.
Not Anakin. He wouldn't.
Oh Jesus.
Varys has been killing young red dragons before they mature into adulthood and return as loyal servants to Vlakith and Tiamat. Because he's one of them batches. Also, they are 9 times out of 10 some sort of brood of cloth. So, 2 birds, 1 stone.
And then now I'm just thinking of Varys and Zero meeting each other. It's like, we're not so different, you and I.
You are the Palpatine of this world.
Okay. So, the location of that.
Your
Alright.
anger, strike me down with all of your hatred, young Phandalin. And
Pretty much.
Stella Zero.
I've had to practice. I'm not letting you have him. I'm letting him have Varys. You're not fucking having Zero. You kidding me? Mostly because the CR for that encounter is too
Hey,
high.
it's yours. It's all yours. I said a while back.
I wash my
It's
hands
all
of it.
yours.
So.
While you guys are having this, and you're looking
I was gonna
up
say,
here,
what is the level of awkward in the room?
So, whilst-
Too damn
So-
high.
So that's about 10 minutes of you guys firstly looking through to find this information. So whilst you guys are doing that, Kika, you're sat outside the bathroom. King, you're having a gay awakening.
I'm sure I'm done.
awakening.
No, you literally are currently having the gay awakening with Kika, whilst you moved out, the others moved up. So Varys and Whittaker are both offset too.
I just meant done with the bathroom, but anyway.
No, you're not done yet. So because you have your talk with
Yep.
Kika, that's happening right now. Serenus, Renara, Lo, you're with Poe.
I will be back.
Oh, you're
Look, this-
being.
Yeah, I need to go take some.
You're good.
Pose, are you okay? He's a bit of an arsehole.
Yeah, they often are.
Well, he was supposed to be like one of the big savior people, but he was an
I hate
arsehole.
to tell you this, but most heroes are terrible.
I mean,
Whoa.
you're feeling awkward about it. I mean, I kind of played the guy. That's even more awkward.
He did. That I can imagine. What?
So I'm gonna pull out Prosper's coat and put it on because I'm getting a bit exposed. So I put on this really
this big,
fucking
heavy,
absolutely trashed, way too big for me leather coat. The bottom of it is like the hem is gone. It's just serrated.
Yeah, it is tattered at the ends.
Ruined.
It is this massive, thick, heavy, worn coat.
Posey. No, it's fine. We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. But that was.
That's her.
That was her. It's you. Right. Okay.
No. This is me.
You sit down, by the way, Posey.
She's probably sat on the floor
Oh,
at this point with all the chasms because she's just exhausted.
Do you want to talk about it, or or not? No. Or do you...
Can talk. I mean, I don't. If I'm going to, I would. Yes, I could wait until people are here. I'd rather not do it more than once. It's also kind of important that.
Maybe not here as well.
It's kind of important that people don't know because of that.
Right, yeah, people don't. Yeah, it's not. Wait, does the queen? Does the queen know?
Moonbeam?
Don't think so.
Moonbeam. Beam?
Yeah.
You or whoever you say you are, alright? I mean, if you want me to stop calling you Moonbeam, I'm certainly gonna do that. I mean,
Oh god, Moonbeam is probably not.
Oh, that was.
I think that was a.
I don't know.
The druid in the room who has access to Moonbeam, that was a harmless form of Moonbeam. So you can confirm it if you want, Serenus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that Bugman's. You
Yeah.
gotta get too quick, there's a bit coming back.
Yeah, so I can confirm that that there's nothing wrong with that. As I said, it's I kind of like give like a thumbs up, like you're fine, all good.
But it's Moonbeam, right? Oh.
Yes,
But
that's not what I. That's cool. It's fine. It's cool.
As I said, and like I kind of like I'm gonna just go near Posey. It's like I know, well, because yeah, to kind of go near Posey, kind of like get near like I know it seems worrying, but as I said, it's okay. As I said, like you're okay, kind of like it's fine. Just trying to comfort as best as it can. Even though Serenus is still a bit freaked out of what happened earlier, he's like still running through his mind of what happened. So he's trying to comfort and trying to help, but he's like remembering he just saw
something.
like this
An eldritch horror go, hello.
yeah, and now they're now next to them, and it's fine, but it's like you know that thing when you see something and it's like you can see both sides of it. Like you can see the something you've known for a very long time, and also what the fuck. That's kind of going through his mind. So when he's trying to comfort, but then it's like
He's trying to process while simultaneously comforting.
yeah. So he's kind of doing like he kind of puts his hand and then kind of takes the hand off and kind of like hovers the hand a little bit, but then
It's
puts
okay.
it
You
back down.
don't have to. It's okay. All right. Yeah, that's to be fair, that's the reaction I'm used to. It's kind of blowing my mind actually that you're all just getting here.
At this point, King and Kiko will be coming back,
Yeah, I mean,
hearing
I've
the
never,
tail end of that sentence.
never really
I'm
seen
just
one before, so
I'm just gonna say it because that's how I'm used to calling you. And if you want to tell me off for calling you, just say, just
Oh, it's
say.
fine. You
But
can call me that. I've never had a nickname before, so
the thing is, Moonbeam, is you are you to us.
Lizzie, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, well, you know me, but it's like whoever you say you are, you are. You got pink hair, you got pink hair. Frankly, it's cool.
Okay.
So, whoever you say you are, we're cool. We're cool. We're cool. We're cool. And yeah,
You can take that.
just
I
a
mean,
memory.
Can
at
I?
least you understand what you are really. I'm still like,
And I'm just posy. I just am.
I guess.
I made like
Sorry,
an
you were
insight check on the room.
Go ahead.
So,
Anyone
I'm
who
full in
wants
po
to.
brain now of like
Yeah, you are in that brain
everyone.
of
Everyone is acting weird to me because they're acting nice.
No,
Don't
that's
believe
genuine
it.
affection.
So, what are we rolling?
A
Oh, good.
charisma check of your choice. You still have luck.
Um,
She wouldn't use this on this, really.
Oh, fuck off. Yes, you would. How dare you make a very good point.
I have a question to the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Can I choose to automatically fail this?
So, tell me what you are trying to indicate.
One better.
You have a d6?
The only reason that I'm saying this is because Lo is of a state where it's basically he's seeing the exact same thing that he's just been struggling with his identity crisis
Leaving
happen.
yourself open and bare to her in this way, yeah?
And then no, it's that, but it's more he's seen the identity crisis that he's happened play out in the almost the exact same way with the exact same fear, except she's a changeling and he considers himself a devil.
She had an entirely different reaction to your first reveal by people. Very different reaction to King's first reveal. And I will say, everyone you rolled, you set the DC. With a 13, she beats any of your DCs.
Mm-hmm.
Or make that ruling.
I rolled bad, and you guys all rolled worse.
Yeah.
Did not need the D6.
So I will say that it's pretty obvious that Lo is in a fragile state anyway, but he's speaking from a genuine place within his heart.
One
It's
place of insecurity to another.
yeah, and because of that insecurity, he's muddling his words considerably.
Yeah.
But it's a case of, look, I know what you're going through.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Posey's
I
been
don't.
around low enough to know that when he's like he's doing this with his words, he's trying and he's sincere and he's trying to be kind.
That's kind of what I
Renara?
got from Low. It's the rest of the room I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Renara seems accepting and not too bothered about what you are. Seems a little betrayed that you didn't that you. I mean, however you read into it, but a little betrayed that you didn't tell her Even though you meant to keep it to a secret.
That makes sense.
Kika's
King.
probably giving off like a similar vibe to Runara of like a feeling of betrayal, but there's also the fact that Loyalty's words coming from him are also the two mixing together are really sort of rubbing her up the wrong way. And she's very much doing a lot of not looking at either of you and like clearly just bottling things up.
Is the dominant vibe like anger or sadness?
I'd say the dominant vibe is sadness, but there is anger in there as well. But sadness is probably the predominant one.
Serenus, do you want to splay your heart to her, or you want to try and hide any emotion to her? Because if you want to roll or not, it's up to you. But if you want to convey what Serenus is like right now, without you can choose not to contest it and just be like, "This is how he feels to you."
I think, as I said, I think Serenus is like wants to try and he's still trying to wrap his head around all of it. It's still something that's like kind of passing through his mind. Of it's like like kind of like that image being shattered in front of him is the way it kind of happens. Like I feel like in the moment since the reveal, he's been thinking about some of the times that they've spent together and stuff like that, and kind of like those memories feel like fake or something like that. And so he does feel like, does he actually know who this person is? And then other things that are going through his mind of questions that had come up that he kind of just like put aside, that he didn't know much about them, or and all these unanswered questions and the way they were and stuff like that. Kind of like it's kind of like once this reveals happen, it's like those kind of things that you kind of put aside and didn't really think about much are kind of pieced together and kind of into a bigger picture. I feel like Serenus would then, I think he is going to try and. I feel like he would definitely try and put on a face to a performance face
And make
today.
a deception check.
Yeah, deception. Yeah.
As you
You don't have to be a very high DC.
You don't have to be a very high DC.
As we've discovered
But
today,
you do
anything
not
is
have a high
possible.
mod for
Bugmans. You do be it.
Hey!
Yeah.
Okay.
So he deceives them by basically saying like it's okay and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
but
He's sealing away, or like he's hiding. He's able to mask his masking his emotion of all that, and just going, "You're okay" in this moment. King, hot lady, lady go brr.
King doesn't seem sad or angry, but she's hard to read the best of times. Probably the best indication is she notices the tension in the room, so she goes to do what she normally does, and she says, "The toothless a toothless termite walks into a bar and asks, 'Is the bartender here?'"
I don't know what the appropriate response is to this, but continue.
Yeah, she seems to be stumbling on her puns, which she never does. And yeah, she looks like she's coming down from being a bit flustered, but she doesn't seem to have trouble looking
Hair
directly at
cleans
you
in.
anymore.
Kara cleans in. I'm the bartender.
Milady, you had some of the
Yes, I did have some of the bugsman. I am going to sit down.
yeah.
Maybe hold back.
Of all the reactions in the room, King's is the one she understands the least. Okay. Yeah, girl.
Actually, no. Carrick is transparent.
I imagine he's very chill with this.
There is a slight upsetness. Not upset that you hid. Upset that you felt like you had to.
Right, okay. So don't understand that.
but there's a definite understanding in his eyes.
I mean, I can try and explain a little bit. I don't really want to, but
Well, if you don't want to, you don't need to.
not
Yeah,
like
You don't
I'd
have to.
rather only do it once, but like just to put it out
I mean,
there.
Wicked's not here, so.
Exactly. I do want Widdick.
With this conversation,
just to-
eventually Widdick will come down.
I just want to say, if I had had it my way, wouldn't have been anything to find out. What you knew about me would be all there was of me. What you know is all I want there to be.
Okay. So Posey that we see here is all the.
Gesture is in like not the coat, but the rest of it.
Well, yeah, not the coat. I think you're missing a couple of inches, but.
I grow.
You guys just
I just
watch
easily
as,
just
like almost like as a reflex, straight up Posey's back to her normal over 6 foot height. As I fucking remember, you are fucking huge. You
6'2".
literally went from like 4'3" to 6'2". You went from dwarf to tall elf.
In all seriousness, you're not the only one who wears a mask here. If you wish to be the person without the mask or with the mask, either is your decision. But we're happy with you either way.
Low sort of cringes uncomfortably at what King says, but it's kind of but it is kind of a she got me there kind of thing. but he's kind of just he accepts it, but he's kind of wallowing in it at the same time. He's just sort of like going, okay, fine.
Carrick kind of leans forward, looking to you, Posey. Can I ask, if you don't mind, why did you feel... I understand why you might want to change. Again, there's people here who hide what they normally look like, that's right. Why did you feel the need to hide it so much?
There's a lot to that question. I mean, there is more to this. Like, that reaction? I mean, I'm almost never that. That's the only reaction I get. And that's like the longest I've ever been stuck like that. I normally change into something else really quickly.
Posey, you didn't get that reaction from us though.
I didn't. This honestly, I can't understand. Especially like Dick and you, King. Like I don't understand. You should. you should have the reaction that he had.
But why?
That makes so much more sense now.
I'm watching Nara and shit push it together live on camera.
Because it was a case of
brain blast over there.
We had talked about the changing lore earlier, and I remember you cringing about it, and I was like, why the fuck is she cringing about this so hard?
Yeah.
Interesting. Whatever. And then it just happened to dawn on me. Right, yeah, this is why.
Yeah, I really love that you keep taking me to see royalty, fuckos. I've completely forgotten what the question was.
Why?
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 Oh,
Why?
Why
okay,
should we
so
react like
there's more to it. I would rather not get into it. Is Varys like still upstairs.
Wittig's at the door. Varys is just behind
Varys,
him.
I can get into it when we're not here.
That's reasonable.
People have a lot of reason, valid or not, to want me out of the picture. Especially people that you might trust.
You are aware we're the ones who opened up diplomatic discussions with both a different kind of Gith and a demon.
Honestly, that's been pretty refreshing.
So I'm just gonna cut in here. King, I'm gonna stop you myself. They're devils. There's a fucking difference, but
Sorry, devils.
I keep forgetting
Easy mistake to make.
That stuff's all good.
One is red and hot. The other one,
The
Red and
nightmare.
hot.
they're a part of the void and nightmare creatures.
Especially in like, I mean in a lot of places, but Neverwinter specifically. I'm sorry to say this, but a point to Kika, Wittek, you knowing this might just straight up get me killed. Just outright. The fact that I ran into you, Kika, is hilarious on so many levels.
I sit back and say, did anyone see Posey do anything today? Anybody?
Exactly
No?
my point.
Neither did I.
Wait, something happened today?
Not that I'm aware of.
Varys is gonna walk back over to his chair, like sort of step over Pose's legs. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Sorry,
she's
Right,
now
I make myself slightly shorter again.
which she does uncannily to a point of like, it's like somebody literally took the reduce and increase effect on like a fucking PDF.
Character creator.
I'll sit down and put this little model I've got on the table, and I'll just go put myself another Bugman's and be like, oh, shit, and see the barrel's empty. Oh, Varys is gonna kill me.
Well, I mean, he's currently trapped in something, so we can hopefully get another barrel in here before he gets back. That's fine.
Hopefully.
Unless he's wanting this one specifically for the age, which, we could just pour another one in. It'll be all right. Yeah.
Maybe. Oh, could they take a barrel to? No, that's not how that works. Never mind. Grog, can you take this? And I'll sort of just the
Grog
barrel.
just like reaches over, schools, picks it up. The whole thing just like.
Oh wait, you're back from the bar?
Oh shit! Yeah, you went to the
Ready
bar.
up here.
You guys have been here 30 minutes. I've already been a Vicky game. I drank through my favorite. I just put the nozzle in my mouth and just said go.
Oh, God, that's gonna cost him so much. Just take
30
this.
platinum.
Oh my.
30 platinum. Jesus Christ, what was he drinking?
No.
I'm hungry now. I have to go get a kebab.
Oh no.
Oh my god, if there's a kebab place in the town, we are going.
You do realize you just take the whole, like if there's a kebab, you just take the whole like rim of meat, the whole roll of it, and just eats that.
Hell, I'm pretty sure his kebabs are just a sword with a freaking half a horse on it or something.
It's just a whole creature, yeah.
They do it in ogre sizes.
They do dragon kebabs, which is like the skewers are like replicas of Varys' sword with dragon meat. So.
Fun fact, by the way, if you do go to the bar, there is a drink named after every member.
Only have a Kirok if you're
every
feeling
member?
brave.
Kirok is the milk. It's what
Because
they would
no
drink.
one would let any of the defenders would like no alcohol for Kira.
And it's milk because she's a great mum.
I'd need to know, even if it was taken off the menu, what was Zero's drink? What sort of
Poison.
evil concoction was that?
Absinthe.
Yeah, I was
Yes,
gonna say
I'm
absinthe.
betting.
So, to give you an
It's
idea,
absinthe and
you
Midori.
guys, you guys know those kind of like you eat for free if you finish this plate. It was like that, but it was the drink equivalent of if you can neck this and keep it down for 10 minutes, you drink free for the rest of the week because you're not drinking that night.
Is there like T-shirts for like if you drink one of each Defender
has
in
one.
one evening?
The Defenders of Faerun drinking challenge.
He's got his portrait on the wall wearing this Defenders of Faerun drinking challenge.
I will say,
It's like I defeated the
Theranos is also on
Defenders.
that wall. Theranos
I
is
could
also
just
on
I
that
could just picture it. It's like, okay, people, we've had to remove the zero drink. One, because we found out he's a jerk, and two, because it kept killing people.
I'm just imagining all the drinks in a row, like in different colours, just this rainbow
wall.
of
Different
drinks.
colors, different sizes.
Yeah,
all the way up.
and then it's just the glass of milk at the end for people who
I
feel sick.
kind of,
I want
Glass of
to see
milk.
this. I want to see the
would
T-shirt now.
love- I kind of would love if Ashka's is some sort of cider toddy or something.
Cider toddy dyed green.
I
Yeah.
want to see this T-shirt. I defeated the Defenders. All I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Wait, hold on, hold the phone. I mean, Serenus could just like whip out that and just put up the t-shirt.
It's right, back in the room.
Wait, anyway, back in the room.
This is all the time.
Which
What
Wait till
did-
you guys see the Gregor.
yeah, the hardest
Oh, God.
the hardest
Now
drink
put head on
in
your
the
chest.
journey. The hardest drink in the journey there was the milk because it's just milk is such a difficult thing to get down. Oof.
A shit ton of
You- you-
alcohol.
The Gregor is a hell of a drink, but you don't actually have it with the rest of them. You have it the morning after. It's the hair of the dog that bit you.
Hey.
Damn, your joke was better than mine.
Anyway,
Low
back in the
has
room.
We should come back. Bring it back.
Okay, back in the room.
Bring it back.
As the barrel is.
Hang on. Low is raising.
I wanted to say this because I don't think Lo would be particularly sneaky about this, but he will kind of try to leave the room and try and go into a corner again.
Okay, you just step out.
I'm standing at the door.
Wonder.
There's a warforge in front of your face.
Wait a second. I kind of need some. Some air right now.
I produced a gust with prestidigitation.
That's
There you go.
well played, but that's not exactly what I meant.
You hit a man with glasses. Well done.
You wouldn't hit a man with glasses, would you? That's fine.
That's not.
Yeah.
Lo is clearly distressed, and he's trying to keep up this
The
composure, but
Composy.
Oof.
but he's more. With a
He scoots out the way.
yeah, and Lo will probably find a small spot next to the garden, and we'll probably have an existential crisis again. But unlike before where he's trying to keep the composure up, which is why I'm
He's just
being
letting it
so, he quite clearly let it all go in the discussion with Posey, and then just went.
There is a puck holding two of your fingers on one side going, yeah, no, buddy, you're okay. You let it out, let it out, let it out, let it breathe. I might need to talk to her later. That's okay.
I can't.
One talking about you, darling.
I can't do this anymore. I gotta go. I gotta go.
As you try to get up, it's like something is tied to an anchor. You just fall back down. It's just like Puck is just there looking up at you. You gonna try and run when your friend needs you the most? When she was there for you? Your friends were there for you, and one of your friends needs you now. And didn't the lady ask you to be very helpful with dames and otherwise that get in moments of turmoil and need assistance? What would you call this?
Yeah, it's
I'm
all
back in
well
the
and
chain for the
good.
reason I'm the ball and chain, boy. You ain't going nowhere.
You would they would trust a devil to do this. Seriously, man.
You stop feeling a finger at your hand, and Puck is looking you in the eyes. The same height as you, grown up to the same size, staring you dead on. Call yourself a devil one more time, and I'll walk. You aren't a devil. You bleed red. You are a tiefling. You're born of chaos. You're not born of... You think that hot mess was you? Was like you in the future? What? Get your shit together, boy. Because let me tell you, anything of them, they'd kill to be you, not the other way around. You're better. Now act like it. And he back to the small form and rests at one of your antlers. Now you're going to take 5, catch your breath, and you're going to walk your butt back in there. Back in the room.
Lo was going to say something back to him.
Go ahead.
That's what she said. Goddamn devil spawn. No good for anything.
Then you need to unlearn it. And you're gonna. But if you run off into the night, you ain't gonna learn shit. Now we go back to the room.
Mhm.
Closest to a stern hand you're gonna get off him.
I know. Lo needs it, but
Yeah, he fucking does. Boy, I tell you who what? He just turns into Samuel Jackson for all of 5 seconds. Gets advantage in all persuasion checks. Or intimidation, excuse me. Right.
When you come back in the room, you'll see Varus sort of pushing back some of the glasses off the table and setting this little statue just in the middle. If some of you look at it closer, it'll be like a little chest. And then you look away for a second, then it grows up into a big chest.
Yep. The hut that you the chest that you fucking stole. You son of a bitch.
Sure did.
You stole the token of it, and then you stole the actual way to perform it off someone else.
Right.
What goes around comes around. Varus steals some things, people steal from Varus.
Now, I kind of feel bad for sort of scaring you a little bit, Posey, and I'm sure I've got some. I'm sure Varus won't mind. I'm sure there's something in here that can do something about that.
So how many items are we looking at here, Kay? Because we'll start rolling to see what number gets chosen.
Well, this is just to make Posey happy. Hold on.
Posey, roll a d10
Aw.
then, or d9, excuse me.
It was D9. Yeah.
Roll d9 in the chat.
Oh.
4.
Yeah, I like that number.
Oh, she'll fucking love this item. Oh fuck.
Which item is it from the list of items that Varus either still had or made?
Varus will pull out this bundle of cloth out the chest. It's got this weird like shimmer to it. It's like do
Is it?
it's the cloak.
What does it? What does it do?
Oh, it sort of makes you a bit slippery. Not slippery, that's the wrong word. Like harder to hit.
You know what it is. You can say the name if you would like. Your character is aware what it's called.
It's called a cloak of displacement.
Hey.
Now, I think a previous version of me made this one, but I don't know why it's just got it sitting in his chest and all this stuff. I don't know. I mean, if ever sees you wearing it, he might ask questions. You see, like the little label there. You see that little symbol. That's sort of his symbol on there. Like,
I guess I'll tell him that. I don't know.
Can't
Someone,
blame
maybe.
yourself. Just blame him. It's
Someone
better.
in Neverwinter to me.
Or,
No, I'm not gonna
or,
get him in trouble.
no, or maybe just tell him if you do see him, just tell him it was a loaner, just so you could save him. And then I'm sure he'll be like, oh well, you keep it. He's quite a nice guy usually.
Well, okay.
Mostly.
Don't know if I believe that, but okay. Thank you. Kind of look at King like, please make sure this won't kill me.
I. You can get me to identify it later.
Okay.
I'll look
I
out
kind of
from over the chest. Is there anything else that anyone? Does anyone need like anything or like?
I know Narrowin isn't here, so we're going to hold for his answer for himself. But everyone else here starts speaking, motherfuckers.
Do you need like any specific like more protection or some anything like Trixie or?
I don't suppose you have a spell book or anything I could peruse?
Oh, probably one or two in here somewhere. I'll just dig down and I'll pull out this.
Just to
That's
look at.
something
I don't want to
specific, so
impose.
if you have one.
Yeah, I'll pull out a spell book.
Oh god, like 3 different jokes to Imposy. Imposter, Imposy.
Now, be
Point
careful.
the name.
It's a little warm to touch, this one, but
Take out a book.
it's it's a fire giant spell book. It once belonged to a dead fire giant.
The uncle of Duke Salto.
Whew.
So, by all means, let me know if you had all the spells of that written down, or if there was an actual handout for it, because it has been lost to tag.
That is what I have written down.
There it is. That's everything he had in it. Yeah, that's good.
And yes, some of those are not wizard spells.
Varus could learn them because he took time and practice, and he was really, really fucking good at his learning. You would have severe challenge trying to mimic those.
Yeah.
It's doable.
Where is this?
Plight just
Oh,
chat.
you posted. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just a
That's
bit
just a
of
list
all.
of the actual spells, and you can go from there. And it is warm to the touch, and it's heavy. And the pages, it's multiple pages for each spell, which for the ones that you're familiar with is it's like someone speaking double Dutch, but you know how to speak it. It's like, motherfucker. And then there's the spells that you don't fully understand that are over dozens of pages. You don't know where one ends and one begins. But it is a big, heavy tome.
I'm immediately lost in the copious amounts.
It's like our friend meetups, and somebody just gave one of us like a fucking collector's edition of the newest D&D book, and they're just sat in the corner.
No, Cull's just stole my sketchbook again.
Yeah, or this. This is Glory's note.
If there are any specific spells you are after, then Varus might have some other bits and pieces laying around the house that I might be able to like. But let me know if there's anything you're.
Now that you mention it, I am technically a necromancer in specialty, although I don't
couldn't tell.
actually.
Sassy bitch. He is always a sassy bitch.
I didn't actually do this, but I like your thinking. That's a whole story that will probably fascinate you far into the future. I don't actually want to be raising undead because that's bad.
Yeah, there's definitely legal ramifications to that. Go on.
King just has a moment of, oh, one of the defenders isn't terribly legally minded. Right. I suppose I was just going to ask about any necromancy spells that aren't particularly.
Basic of the deady. So, Kay,
Yeah.
if you want to, go look yourself. But you can look at that later and bounce it off of him if you'd like.
Yeah, we'll do.
Yep.
I mean, I'll have a look today and I'll see if I find anything. But
This is what
anyone
he
else?
gets for being the person who had the bag handout in the last campaign. It's like, guess what, motherfucker? This is the expanded DLC. You get to get the gear from the last campaign.
Not,
Super paying it forward.
not all of it. Not all of it.
Not all of it.
And there's some new bits. But yeah.
I would say probably Renara would want to look in there too, but I know Stacy just made a noise, so.
No, I'm gonna say this for flavor, only because it's also me telling Lo off. It's like, you're my character, goddammit, stop isolating yourself. I've just got an image of Lo having been sat there for a while, and eventually Puck will drag him by the ear
Antler
back
in.
into Antler in. It's like, fine. And Lo's not being subtle about this whatsoever. It's very, very clearly visible what's going on.
You
Maybe
okay
get-
there? Hold on. Are you good? You're.
He's alright, buddy. Hi, I'm his familiar. How you doing?
Hey, what's up? Do you need something to make you feel better? Stuff normally makes me feel better.
I know some Boy Scout stuff.
What do you got on the nice clothes front?
Oh. Got another cloak if you want a cloak. I've got some nice looking sort of goldy coloured robes or
Hang on. Let me look.
or
Let me look.
just some armor or
I tell you what, let Stacy roll now. Because she's not. Let me have a look. So roll
mean,
a d8, honey, because now there's 8 items.
Right.
put
Sorry, I'm.
out a specific item, but
I know you were.
Ooh.
Let's say that's that item.
it is the item.
Are you fucking?
It's the last one.
Fated.
It's the last item. It's the last item on the list.
It's
so it would never
fated.
be right.
Pull out.
I'll pull out another cloak. And sort of hand that over. Yeah, I mean, I think this is. I'll check the label. Oh yeah, he won't miss this. He won't really see you with online, but it'll help you. Should help you hide a little bit if you don't. You seem like if you don't want to be seen too much. It's a cloak of elven kind. And I'll just hand it over.
Yeah, nice embroidery. Liking that little bit of gold there.
Yeah, there's definitely some embellishments on it, so it's a little bit jazzier.
Swap with Milo if you want.
I was getting to that. I was like,
You need it.
A hard to hit bard and a sneakier rogue.
You
Fuck
can
the
you can
Arab.
literally go invisible.
Yes, but now she gets
tell
advantage.
you what. Tell you what.
Wait,
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna call you Varus Light.
Hey.
You don't mind that, do you? Nah, fine.
You hear Puck just go, "See, man."
This isn't my style, but I kind of think this would be good for our old Moonbeam movie. What do you reckon, Moonbeam? Looks like your size.
I mean, I've just been
Magic,
given
it'll be
this one, so we can swap. This is kind of Gossamer. This is, I guess, you.
Try it on. Up to you.
If you're,
Exchange.
if you're ungrateful to the gift, it's fine.
Oh no,
It's fine. It's fine.
No. It's just like, you know, I think. Trust me on this one.
Yes, swap.
Swap.
Widdick, are you there? Merwin, can you hear us?
Take it.
We're giving out items. Come back to us.
I don't think he is. I
Let's
don't
be
think he is.
alluring him. He'll come back in a bit. I know he's doing stuff. Serenus, you're there.
You take that.
Yes. Is there? I'm trying to think of what could be in this.
Magic items. made by a wizard.
That's what I'm trying to think. Is there anything? Is there possibly like a magical quarterstaff or anything like that, or anything that could be of use to Serenus from like a quarterstaff, or maybe a druid-related thing, or like a nature thing, or something like that? Would I just anything?
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm setting the DC for this, by the way, in my head.
Yeah, he knows what I'm asking. Nature, would you say? Not really a cool staff. Nature. I mean, there is a staff in here, more healy and It helps with sort of healing, but not necessarily nature based. Just healing.
Can I have may I have a look at it?
Yeah, of course. I'll pull out a staff and hand it over. It is a staff of healing.
Can I inspect it or of some kind?
You'd have to identify it, but the staff of healing. Would Varus have changed anything from its normal style, like changed up the flare? Because the normal style is a very, I'm not comfortable with how stereotypical that is of a tiki totem.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't look like a fucking tiki totem. Yeah, it's one of the ones he made, so it'd probably be. Actually, it probably would be a little bit naturey. It'd have some sort of.
The full
Well,
witch stuff.
the only sort of the Healy person that he knew most of the adventure in was nature based. So it has some nature elements to it, but so it'd be sort of like I don't know what the normal one looks like. Hold on.
The normal one just I tell you what, I'll post it into the chat, but it is very much
I've
so
got the book in front of me.
You can understand why I'm not a fan of that. Cause
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's definitely nothing like that.
Bit of a bad stereotype.
No
that
thanks.
one, that's just
It's a similar color, the same sort of bone, sort of wood color.
I'll throw this out as a comparison because I think Varus would probably make something akin to this.
Yeah, it's the same sort of color as of the first one, but with more of a sort of white made sort of healy design with some like green sort of leafy embellishments on it.
A single blue feather at the top, hanging off of it.
Them feathers get everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd help you out a little bit, I guess. If you want to heal some people.
It does require attunement, but it is a useful tool.
I kind of bow my head slightly. Yeah, thank you very much for that. This will be coming much help. And then as I kind of walk away, I feel like I grab it and kind of just pretend to go wah, 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 wah.
You do the Jedi wah, 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 wah. As two of Kay's characters in the room going, what a fucking idiot. Who would make those noises when they're swinging their swords? Runara, you have to stop that when you're fighting. What? You're doing the whoosh noise. Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Kiko, you. What's anything in here? Is there anything you need, or do you need a new?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. You'd probably know if you have anything.
I do. Can I get a persuasion check from Kiko as well for the same reason, Das?
Yeah. And go ahead. I'm
Advantage
gonna say
on-
that of yeah.
I was gonna say
anyone-
advantage maybe.
Oh, okay.
If anyone's gonna have advantage on this, it's gonna be her.
A natural 20.
Dirty
That
20s.
Is that a yes, Das, or is that a
dirty
no?
20 from Kika.
Why do you want me to give this away? This is a definite loner. Okay. The rest of the stuff, this is a definite loner.
Mm-hmm.
I figured you could probably do with a little bit of home. And I will. You see the staff he had earlier reappears in his hand, the big long blue and gold staff. Nice. Yeah, spend some time with this one. It's special. Don't lose it, please.
Kika, mark down that you have the Arcanist's Echo.
What does that even mean?
Please don't lose it.
An artifact made by Varys Valorin.
Okay.
I'll post a picture. Do you want me to post a picture of it in chat? Hold on.
By all means, post away.
Is that the right one? Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
The most Varys looking staff of all time.
Fuck you. Google staff pictures forever.
I will say this because it's fun and it's fair. Whilst attuned, you have +1 AC. You have proficiency in Arcana. I have a handout. I'll send it to you.
Oh, okay. I was like, I can't write this
I'm
down
just
quick
saying it
enough.
for fun. I'm saying it for fun.
Okay.
Proficiency in the Arcana skill. +2 to your intelligence. And whilst attuned, you cannot be blinded, deafened, petrified, or stunned.
Oh shit.
Because Varys
It is the most
rolled-
paranoid staff. No one will take me out.
Okay.
and the motherfucker rolled very, very, very well.
Okay. Add that to character sheet, I guess. I wasn't expecting that.
But you got it. I'll move it into the. Let's see, it'll go down.
Yes, but yeah, spend some time with it. s- Hopefully they don't annoy you too much. Anyone else for anything else?
Wittick's there, so I'm gonna say that once Nairman gets back, he's just gonna reach in and pick a motherfucking thing.
Here's an item. I'll
I think we're
Runara.
down to a D6 now.
Yeah, Runara would want one, but I'm not gonna RP me talking to myself.
So I tell you what, roll a D6 and then a D5, and the D6 will be for Wittick and the 5 for Renara. So
That's
2.
a ring of free action.
Fuck. He can't be slowed down anymore. Difficult
Oh
terrain
my
means
God.
nothing to him.
Did I get
Oh
that
no.
one?
And what does Renara get?
Just a simple grey bag.
You did not get that on 2 different characters, you cunt. The
Cannot be
bag
separated
of
from it.
tricks.
Bag of tricks.
Cannot be separated from the bag of
At
tricks.
the same fucking one, too. He rolled 69 to get it.
Nice.
Hey,
Nice.
Bran.
So I'm looking, I think we've got everyone resolved.
1, 2,
Wittick
3,
gets
4,
that.
5,
So,
6, 7.
God, I just realized. There's several items in there. I was like, if Wittick gets any of these, he's already OP. For fuck me. You want to talk about someone who can fly that can't be slowed down? Fuck off.
So what's? Oh, of course, the fucking feather. Give me 2 seconds. And I'll go and look for the feather.
Make an investigation check, Varys.
Varys does get to roll.
Because I've gave the staff away, am I technically still attuned to it?
You are still attuned because he's not yet attuned to it.
So,
You've
I,
just-
so I've
it's like the equivalent of giving someone something to hold, but they've not yet attuned to it.
Yeah.
Once she attunes to it, you will lose attunement.
luck.
Okay. You find.
What was the number? What was the number?
I
You
rolled a 10, and then I rolled a nat 20.
Oh wow.
What the 10 is a nat 4, and I rolled a nat 20, which is a
plus
26.
6, and then 26.
What? A +6 to a skill check that I'm not proficient in? How is this possible?
Shut up, you. We all know why. You slut. Anyway. Barris. You find the chest, you find the little box that the feather was contained within. You open it up. Feather's gone.
Was there any signs of tampering?
Last person in the room was Kika, and she rushed out, seemingly in a hurry. Given that everything that happened downstairs, you imagine she probably was here sometime and then rushed out. She might not have had time to have actually found it, potentially. But it was left back roughly where it was.
I cast locate object.
It's downstairs.
I'll just follow it and go and find it.
You go downstairs. You move into the room. Kika has it tucked away in her person.
I just look at Kika.
Is it that obvious, Varys? Really? Does everyone see Varys do this to Kika?
My nose is way
Yeah.
too far into a book.
100%.
Yeah.
Lo is too busy
Attuning.
formulating a plan while he's attuning.
I'm going to say this
Because
as
he
well.
probably clocks it, but doesn't achieve
So-
anything.
Varys, I'm going to say this is a fair point. The cloak in this place at least usually has the tails of it dangling off the edge. Would Varys have left that, or have he done his own design?
The
The
tails of
spiky, stubby bits.
Let me
cloak
look at the
displacer.
picture. No, is this one of the ones that he actually made? Where is it on the list? Yeah, it is one of the ones
believe
he
it is,
actually made. The first 4 ones he made. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. Hold on. No. No, it wouldn't look like that.
I imagine it would have had more like a sharp point either side of it potentially, like it
It,
goes
it looked of a similar color, but it wouldn't have the
those stubby extra bits.
it'd have like the long bits, but it wouldn't have the spiky red bit on the end.
Yeah. Okay. Just like 2 extra threads dangling off both sides of it. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah. Cool. So Lowe's putting that on.
So, what's everyone's plan now? Are you going? Where are you going now? You're obviously free, welcome to spend the night.
I mean, if you can get us to where some of the spires are, maybe we should do that. You know, don't know about the rest of you, but it'd be a lot quicker than flying there.
I mean, potentially. You want to do that today or spend the night?
Look at Kika.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't say anything, but it's kind of obvious that she would like to stay at least for a little bit.
The moment there's a notion of going now, she kind of almost claws slightly into the chair of kind of shoves in a little more.
Yeah. The talons on her feet slightly scratch the floor.
Yeah, okay. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then we can work out what we're gonna do, because there's a couple of places that we know about.
Yeah, of course.
We can decide, and then just go, because you've probably been a great many places and can get us even at least close to most of them.
Yeah, most of them, maybe. Okay. Well, Kiko and Wittig, they could show you. I mean, Kiko's got a room here. Wittig just
I mean,
there's
sure,
guest
of course.
rooms.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go. The chest goes back down the stairs. I'm gonna go put this back. Yeah. If a door's locked, don't go through it. Don't wander too much. There's towels and stuff. Some in a cupboard somewhere. And if you need me, I'll probably be in the back room somewhere in the study. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
As this is happening, you hear the door slam outside. And just the aroma of food coming in. I got kebabs! And that's where we're going to end the session.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to clarify something,
Mhm.
now this I know about King because as we established, she's a very good body image. She thinks she looks great. It's not that she's into girls necessarily or into guys. Either way, what she is into is level 13 goth.
Yes.
So we're at level 8 goth right now.
What I mean is
The
just,
Blood
you know,
Hunter, she's level 8 goth.
if we met a vampire or something, it would have been the same thing.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, you did, but.
Did we?
Did you?
I know.
Right.
Right, there's
Thank you
Zen's
all so
room.
much. Thank you all so much for watching.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on in this session.
Lots of fun shit.
Yep, there's a lot to unpack here, and Varus will be returning next session as well, it seems, for a little bit.
Yeah.
Here comes the boy.
Hello, boy.
Welcome.
He is here, the bastard.
We'll see you next week, guys.
Much love.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.